That kid's fucking dead. Hello again. I've done some messing around with some settings, so hopefully the audio sounds a little more nicer on my microphone, and hopefully the game audio doesn't blast your ears. Turn this on. There we go. Right, so thank you for joining me today, and I don't got much to talk about really. I don't think I'll be that much awkward today. We'll see about that. But this game is obviously less stressful than Heady is. It's pretty easy, but there is another mode that you can activate, and that's a little more difficult. And me fighting against my controller, it's probably actually gonna like be a little bit embarrassing how bad I am at a Kirby game. But this is a Kirby game that came before all the other Kirby games, before there were even copy abilities, so it's a very different Kirby game. And that old man that you saw in the intro screen is John Kirby, who Nintendo named the character after, because he was a lawyer that helped them avoid Universal Studios suing the hell out of them over the whole Donkey Kong, King Kong thing. So there's some Kirby history. And also, he was, they didn't quite know what color to make him at first, so he was just like, originally white. And they settled on pink. But yellow was a close second, so whenever you see the yellow Kirby in any game, he actually has a legit name, I think, which is Kibby. And that's just like, you know, Kirby without an R. But the yellow Kirby is like basically the official player 2 of Kirby. I don't think any of the other colored Kirbys have an actual name tied to them. So he was almost yellow instead of pink. So I guess that's the video game fun facts of the day for Kirby. Let's jump over to the game, I guess. Okay, everything should hopefully work. And there should be excuse me. There shouldn't be any technical difficulties today, but we'll see. And the version I'll actually be playing is DX Revise, which is a fans created a nice color palette for the game so that you're not staring at black and white or puke green. And there we go. I panicked for a second because it didn't immediately show up. I love this little intro screen. Controller. No, come on. Okay, the controller is not agreeing with me right now. Oh. Oh, yeah, Kirby's back there. He's just hanging out. Alright, everything should be working now. I think I was just pressing the wrong button. So the only ability that you have in this game, besides like some special power-ups that you get for certain stages, is just suck and spit. And you can swallow as well. The original 4 game. Imagine getting jump scared by Kirby. Suck, spit, and swallow. There's a lot of first appearances for many Kirby enemies that show up later in the series. Why do my eyes not... Okay. Maybe... This game's so easy, I'm gonna beat it with my eyes closed. Come on. Oh, before I forget again, I should actually have a controller to play this with. And then since we're playing Kirby... Nope. There we go. Pink eye. Not the bad kind of pink eye. I'm gonna have to like glue my eyelids shut. And how does the audio sound? Can you still hear the game fine? And like, is my voice is it, like obnoxious and like crackly again? I was like going over my recording yesterday and wasn't really a fan of how I sounded, but I am using a shitty Blue Yeti microphone. And I need to look into actually getting something that sounds less shit. Even with like all these special filters and trying to sound it, like, make it sound decent enough, it's not up to my standards. The first boss in Kirby history. Wispy Woods. He's a pushover here like he is everywhere else. Wow, Woody. I was gonna do something. I forgot. I'm like, oh. I forget what that enemy is called, but it's jump scared me. I'm just gonna scoot down a bit. There we go. Oh. Oh, well, this is one of the abilities that actually, I guess the first copy ability ever, the microphone. But in here it's just an item instead of like something you actually copy and wear and have a theme. I always love this level because it's like spooky ghosts and like Halloween bats and like these screwed up masks right here. These weird Jack-in-the-Box things. Alright, I don't think you can spit anything out while underwater in this game. It's been several years since I've played this. Basically, this is one of the Game Boy games that I had growing up, and I would always default to this game for like car rides and such, because it's just like the perfect length for like 20-30 minutes of play, because it's not a really long game or anything. The stream tonight might be a little short unless I fill it with some dead air, which, I don't know what to talk about. Little mini boss of this stage. Were there any secrets? No. Hey, Piggy. I think this is the real exit up. Okay. And here's the second boss already. These are characters like from their own game that Al also produced. I'm forgetting their names. I should have Lolo and Popo. Yeah, there's no Nightmare Fuel boss in this. It's a very basic story. Hippo and Bumpy. You take like 3 hits each. You're like actually keeping track of like how many times you're hitting them. Oh. That stage too. This game was before Kirby. Well, I guess the Nightmare Fuel final boss would be Kirby himself, because he's just going on a murderous rampage as he usually does. He's like the most scariest thing in this game. The final boss is hard. But like he's also just like hard from the standpoint of like, oh, you're a kid and you're bad at video games and the sun is glaring on your Game Boy screen and you can't actually see what's happening and you're squinting really hard to try and like make sense of what the hell's going on the screen. And because everything you know is like originally black and white or puke green, it is extremely difficult to see, like, what the hell after most of, like, anything that's going on. Well, the game doesn't, like, look awful in, like, the default color scheme. I considered playing it with the Game Boy Color palette, but oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't really, like, care for it that much. It didn't really look that good. And this is, unfortunately, a game that came before the Super Game Boy, so they didn't, like... It's not one of those Game Boy games that's, like, specifically enhanced for the Super Game Boy. Like Donkey Kong and... forgetting what other games, I think Pokemon was also, like, enhanced for it. I know Bonk for the Game Boy was... That device was really cool, and, like, my mom was, like, smart enough to, like, buy me one when I was a kid. She's like, oh, this thing, you can play your Game Boy games on the TV with it. And I'm like, oh my god, I could actually see these games. And, like, when I'm at home and I just want to play my Game Boy games, like, I don't have to chew through, like, AA batteries or sit near an outlet with the little charging cable inside, the charging cable plugged into the wall. And by the way, the fucking quirk of the old Game Boy that really sucked was if you accidentally moved a little too far and tugged at the wire and pulled the charger out, it would reset your Game Boy. These things, the maximum tomatoes in this game always made me think they were like ladybugs and that I was eating bugs. They didn't really look like a tomato to me. It's still kind of like, I don't know, my brain registers it as a ladybug. Right, the first real power-up is, like, I guess, spicy curry? So Kirby just shoots, like, fire out of his mouth? For some reason, my D-pad is, favoring going upwards right now. Yeah, the Super Game Boy was, like, cool. Like, Nintendo, like, if they wanted to actually sell Game Boys, I don't know why they created the Super Game Boy. I guess before Pokemon, it was kind of, like, considered a failure, and, like, people weren't buying it as much, so they tried to, make the Super Game Boy in order to, offset some of that loss. But then Pokemon came out, and then everyone wanted a fucking Game Boy. So, you'll never really see something like that ever again, but, I mean, hardware is completely advanced now, like, you know, with the Nintendo Switch, I don't think anyone's really gonna make well, what I'm trying to say is, like, hardware is so caught up now, like, you don't have to, like, work with extreme limitations like they had to do with the Game Boy. So there's, like, no reason for them ever to, like, make something like that again. They did make the Game Boy Advance, what was that? The GameCube one. Which I had that, and it's like, it's not as cool as, like, the Super Game Boy. Because, like, the Game Boy Advance, well, the SP and all that actually had streamer debuff, just not paying attention. Trying to talk about the Super Game Boy Advance. I'm rambling like a madman. Old boomer discusses outdated technology no one cares about. So wow, I can play my Game Boy Advance games on television. So cool. That's third boss down. Boy howdy, that's Super Game Boy. At some point, you'll be seeing me play the Donkey Kong for Game Boy on a. It'll be on a Super Game Boy, basically. And you get to like see like the extra like stuff that they did for some of those games to enhance them. Oh. The first time these guys ever showed up in Kirby, and you're like, what the hell? Yeah, I'll just upset one. You're like, oh no, no. But then they explode. You got these weird Oni masks. A lot of enemies in this game that never really came back for future Kirby games. You see a lot of like the, I guess, fan favorites, but then I would also say probably just developer favorites. Ah. I'm not a true Kirby fan because I can't remember all their names. That's not Sir Kibble, though. Usually it's easier to like remember the ones that are actually copy abilities. You just know the like ones that hate being sucked as like annoying enemies that you want to avoid because they don't give you anything and they're just a nuisance. Like these guys right here. They still show up in Kirby games, but I don't know what the hell their name is, and they've been around since the start. They're just like the ball with wings. Hopefully this Game Boy's sound isn't too off. Secret right here. Super lemon. I remember always like hating the Preshow fights in this. Pain in the ass. I like the sea anemone. I think he's cute with like the googly eyes. But yeah, I don't know his name either. Another super lemon. I think that's a lemon. So Kirby does have another attack in this game that can kill enemies, but in order to use it, you need to like fall from a pretty tall height. And unless you're like doing a leap of faith downwards, you never really use it in this game. The spicy curry power-up. Man, it's so easy to read this game with color. No, here's the real fight with Preshow. Oh, it's a sweet potato. Oh, yeah, a hot sweet potato. Okay, that makes sense. he swallows it whole and burns his mouth. So what Preshow does here is kind of random. It's a pretty good pattern because he's just like, sorry. He's just doing his basic easy to avoid attack, giving me ammunition, and sometimes he just like sweeps down. But then if you just stay at the corner and duck, like he can never hit you. Yeah, wait for him to do it. He doesn't want to do it. Easiest Preshow fight in the world. Maybe it's something to do with the AI then. Like he reads them at the end of the screen, so like he doesn't do the swoop. Who knows? We'll fight him again. This is the final stage. Now this is the baby mode. The secret mode is much more difficult and aggressive. They copied Mega Man's homework, so now you get a boss rush before the final boss. You just go through these small little stages themed after the areas that the bosses ruled over, and collect these weird Kirby clones that just kill all the enemies on the screen and open up the exit. And you fight the bosses. Easy. See, that's the falling ability right there. You just kill whatever you land on as long as Kirby is face down. And that's like the world's easiest stage. Here's Preshow again. Maybe he'll actually do that attack. Hey, Pie. No, I think Preshow just wants to die again. Oh, nope, there it is. Those coconuts always trip me up. I'm like... I never expect them to drop. How did that spike not hurt me? World's easiest boss. Never mind the fact that I actually died to it because I wasn't paying attention earlier. I'll definitely have much more trouble with this when I'm playing the alternative mode. D-pad, what are you doing? I'm gonna blame the hardware like a true gamer. It's not me, it's the game. It's not a skill issue. I think, it's just my gamer sweat. Here he is, the big man, DD. I should be able to do this with 2 hit points, because, this pattern is kind of predictable. He's not running at you with his hammer, you just want to, like, get above him. If you want him to... if he's charging at you with the hammer, just, move from where you were standing, and he will hit that spot, I believe. Yeah, this is a Kirby game that actually like kind of required some skill, even though it's easy as heck. But this is what inspires like everyone to do copy ability-less runs in the newer games and like just kill the bosses with like the ammunition that they provide, which is like kind of how I want to play some of the games if when I eventually stream some more modern Kirby games. Definitely adds more of a challenge, because when copy abilities are like there for accessibility and making the games easier for people that like aren't really god gamers or anything. Kirby's just all around like a very satisfying series to play for like everyone. Like having the variety is nice. And that's like why they have like the true arenas and stuff for the people that actually want to get a challenge and like be rewarded with like a real boss battle, like the true final boss. I prefer when DDD like does the jump to like counter. The hammer kind of freaks me out a bit. There we go. I don't know if I ever beat the secret mode as a kid. So I'll see how much that actually filters me pretty soon. Kirby if he big. Yeah, the game's the perfect length for a car drive. I think I've said that before, but you know, you got 30 minutes to kill in a car. You're going somewhere, or you're waiting in a car, and you just got a Game Boy. And you're like, I'll beat Kirby again. Oh yeah, the plot of this is like DDD stole everyone's food. And he's just being a greedy asshole. So Kirby just returns food for all. Bye-bye. And here it is. Press A, select, and up to start a new adventure. Kirby was always a psychopath. So, this again? Okay. Am I pressing right? Oh, okay, there we go. The extra game. So, the quirk to this mode is, all the enemies are much more faster, aggressive. Some are just completely changed sprites. So those little chicks, those are now full-grown chickens. The flying ball guys are what look like BDSM gimps. The Waddle Dees are much more faster. The little grave guys, they're just like these weird cakes or funguses that throw out like their heads. Sorry, I got a cough coming on. Ah. My voice definitely isn't used to talking a lot. It's not every day that I use it. A lot of the time I just sit in utter silence, thinking internally, contemplating life. I'm just like, man, I wanna play some video games. So he's much more aggressive. He's like throwing 2 bombs at me and like tricking me out and then charging at me. When he was like originally really slow. I think the trick is to just jump over that 3rd bomb and shoot him. Well, at least I got him. That was very messy, but I got him. Alright, enemies do like, some enemies do 2 damage when they hit you. So you got like 3 hits and then you're dead in this mode. I think it's only some enemies. You definitely gotta be a little bit more careful in this mode compared to baby mode. It'd be nice to get some health. One more hit and I'm dead. Alright, the maximum tomatoes here. Now Wispy Woods is all powered up. He actually spawns the Gordos now. As long as you hang out near his face, you're pretty safe. But it's annoying to like try and drop down and get the apple. The random elements of this... They're not nice. It's gonna spit at me. Now, if anything hits me, it's gonna do 2 damage, and that... I think the Gordos can hit you twice. Oh yeah, once he gets lower hit points, he gets much more aggressive with his attack. Oh, shit, I was hoping I could turn around and grab that apple. Luckily, like, I think contact damage probably doesn't do 2 points of damage. It's like if an enemy directly hits you with, like, their attack, it might do more damage. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. I'm talking like I know the game, but, like, I haven't played in, like, 7... I don't even fucking know how long it's been since I last played it. It's like sitting in my old Game Boy backpack somewhere in a closet, and you really need to dig it out and make sure that it's, like, okay. Like, as a kid, I had, like, this backpack specifically made in, like, the shape of a giant Game Boy. And it had a pouch that would fit the Game Boy in it perfectly. And that's where I put all my Game Boy stuff, so... if anyone broke into the house and, like, saw, like, oh, a Game Boy backpack. This has a bunch of video games in it, I'm gonna take it. You got these little sushi ghosts. Oh yeah, it was a game. And the masks turn into pumpkins. Oh. And the jack-in-the-boxes are especially mean. Oh yeah, this is really mean right here. Super fast, kicks the Gordos at you. Come on. Oh! My brain was like, still like in baby mode for a second. Got him. I think the actual boss at the end of the level probably does the same stuff, but one of them might be pushing a Gordo. We'll see. Or else I think maybe they're just faster. One down. That was easier than Wispy Woods. Little weird clam things are now crabs. The squids are now octopuses. And the flying guys just fly directly at you. I guess they have homing in this mode. And the cannons are especially aggressive. One more hit and I'm dead. I got greedy. Where did they pop up? Ah! Coconuts aren't gonna... Ugh. Baby game making me nervous. Alright, these guys like had weird faces in this mode. They're actually angry and like... They look like cartoons though, they're not as scary. It was like a... Ooh! Ooh. They actually do that. And that fucking coconut got me. Definitely need that one up. The game does let you continue where you leave, where you game over, but you have to do the entire stage over again. So the Blimp Boss, like Blimpo or whatever his name is, forget what he does in this mode, but if I had to guess, he's just a lot more aggressive and probably like tackles more. Explosive coconuts. Yeah, they're just not like coconuts in this mode, they're actually bombs. That's risky, but I wanted the health. These stages feel much more longer when you're trying to play carefully. Fuck you, can. I'm like, I'm not getting that. Oh. See, this is just mean. Oh. There'd be nothing with like copy abilities. Oh my god, he's going crazy. This should be the boss now. Gotta get stuck in the whale's hole. Great, let's see what you do. Maybe he just has double health. Oh, he's much more aggressive. Yeah, it would probably help to have like full hit points for this fight. I think I just gotta like try and outlast them the best that I can and keep getting as many hits as possible. And that was bad. Imagine playing this on a small-ass Game Boy screen with glare and trying to avoid this stuff. I can't even do it with not having those downsides. And what's gonna suck is I'm gonna have to fucking fight all these bosses again in order to fight DDD. So I'm not looking forward to that with like the extra difficulty. I'm probably gonna have to do this stage over again as my last life. Or I'm down to my last life. So what would have probably been a short stream could be a long stream, depending like on how bad I am at this. I do want to beat this mode. But I don't want to use I don't want to save scum. Kirby is just not meant to go fast. I'm gonna have to do this stage again. Don't believe in me. I will let you down. Yeah, to respawn. Oof. At least let me get to the next screen before I game over. Alright, these explode. I gotta be very careful with the coconuts. In the Kabuki cave. They get angry and fly at me. And fucking developer placed the fucking dick coconut there. Thank you. I always forget about that. Definitely need that. Don't want to die though by reaching the bottom of the screen there, because you will die. They like to like place little pit traps like that, and like your brain turns off and thinks it's safe. Like, oh, that's a floor. No, it's not a floor. It's the game over. I need to start getting my video game terminology right. I keep saying the wrong things. It's always looked like a door, but it's not. I think it's a maximum tomato in the regular baby mode. Ish. Ah. So mean. Screwing up hard. At least they give me a life here. The timing for that is... oh. Like, oh, right, he's here. It scared me. He's trying his hardest. I think the cannons are actually sentient. Weird Kirby lore. Let's see if I can, like, maybe get the pattern down. Is there a pattern? Aha! I just gotta, like, get lucky. I don't have the skill to, weave through those shots. I can't wait till I actually play side-scrolling shooters and, like, I'm awful at them. Gotta love auto-scrollers. What is the trick to this guy? Is it go down and go up when he's like... I found a good spot to kind of cheat. Oh. What? Fuck! Ah, he killed me in the victory screen. God damn it. Ah, it's doing so good too, but I guess I know the spot to kind of cheese him now. This boss is such an asshole. Actually might save scum at the end if I have to clear all the bosses in like limited lives. I had him too and he killed me. Oh, that was that's something. One more try. I am just not good at this fight. It is a legit nightmare. If I start save scumming in a Kirby game, I'm gonna be judged hard. I bet even DDD is like probably easier in this mode than that fucking boss. It's because Kirby's hitbox is like so huge and those bullets are so fast and like you still move very slowly through the air. Unnecessary. Ugh. I think surely Kid Me had to have like had the patience to sit down and beat this mode. Almost got me. Oh, wait. Yeah, the coconut. I remembered this time. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was a waste of a life. I wonder if the 1-up will still be there if I go in again. I forget if they reset or not. I'm gonna go see. Okay, that's good. It's still there. A life wasn't squandered. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Now I need to go up top to get any health. And now the actual hell begins. You can have that, I don't want that. I like how they place that guy there knowing that like you're gonna jump and he's just gonna come out of nowhere and kill you. I don't want to have to save scum at this segment either. But I just might, just in case, because probably not entertaining to watch me constantly fail over and over again at this. Man, the D-pads that they make now kind of suck, honestly. I hope it's just not the wear on my broken. Like, is D-pad drift even a thing? Let's go. I could have avoided that. Ah, yes. Ah! Again? What's happening there? Is there like a kill box that, like, because I'm in the corner when I kill him? It's gonna happen again. Oh, thank God. There we go. That nightmare's over and I didn't have to save scum. Yet. Krakow's gonna be a walk in the park compared to this, but his stage might be a pain in the ass. We'll see. Easy, it only took like 3 continues. Fucking BDSM. What are they called? I don't think they're called birdies, like when there's actual birds. Alright, these assholes. Oh yeah, not this. I don't think they explode in the baby mode, so I think that's something they carried over into the main games from this hard mode. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. The umbrella is aggressive. I've been conditioned by modern Kirby games and never take umbrellas as a whoa. That's supposed to be like a little Link. The Sir Kibbles are just like little elf men Link. Oh. This is a little boomerang Link. Maybe Kid Me never got this far. I'm certainly not remembering some of this stuff. Either I'm not remembering or I just couldn't see it clearly. Oh, and the little birds are pelicans in this stage. Ah, fuck you. Oh! That was close. I want to get to the next screen before I die. Those weird Oni masks things, they have a very different pattern in this mode. They do like, I think an hourglass swipe, but they do it like 2 times on one side and then switch to the other side. So it looks like they're doing. This guy's just going in circles. Playing a very dangerous game here with these. I want to get to that secret area. Yes, there's health here, but still not a lot. Oh, maximum tomato. Oh yeah, this asshole. Oh, he's actually a threat. He's actually a threat. And he's hard to hit too. Ow. Ladybug. So he doesn't look like he doesn't drop anything over here, so I could just cheese him from this corner. Then wait for him to swoop down. I told you it'd be easy. I don't think Krakow has been showing up in the modern games much. I think the idea of a floating iCloud wore thin. Like, they didn't know how to, like, really make them interesting anymore, maybe? Maybe he's, like, in the side games. Okay, what'd they do here? Oh, there's actually falling stars that hurt you now. Imagine trying to see those on a Game Boy. They're so small and insignificant, you can't even fucking see them. Yeah, you... Umbrellas. Make a run for it. Alright, Krakow, please go gentle. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to learn his patterns. Controller, what are you doing? I think I got it down. Oh, there's a bit of randomness to it. Oh, he is in Star Allies? Okay. I remember fighting him, but then, like, it's been 2 or 3 years since that game came out. Alright, so there's a random element to this stage. Or boss, rather. Just have to have good reflexes. Which I do not have. We're just trading hits here. Alright, now the nightmare begins. The actual boss rush. Oh, I know what boss I'm gonna have to do first, immediately. So I think a good would be Cannon or Blimpo. So Blimpo, Krakow, then Wispy Woods, and then Lolo and Popo, I think their names are. Oh yeah, and these were nothing in the baby mode. Now these are actually kind of scary, because, like, unnecessary damage before the bosses. I don't even know why I'm trying, because I only have, like, 2 lives to do this with, and I'm obviously gonna, like, lose quite a few trying this. Not only does it do the tackle, but it also, like, it goes up a bit. I'm just gonna, like, game over here, so I, like, have full lives to do, like, a serious attempt with, because, I'm gonna have to do each of these bosses again if I just, like, try and get lucky enough to clear it with, like, 1 life, and then, like, beef it on DDD. There's gotta be a trick I'm missing with how to dodge these bullets. It's so nerve-wracking and scary. Ah! Damn it. I can't be taking any damage before the boss. Already off to a terrible start with this. I think I will have to bust out the save states. What if I get right in the boss's face? No, this isn't really working out. I was hoping, like, by spitting directly in its face, it would die faster. Oh, I actually did it. Oh, ignore that right there. Shameful. Weird glitch. I'm not gonna use it. I'll wait till I have like full lives and a clean run to try it. Cause may as well. I do have to work tomorrow, so I can't prove to the internet that I'm good at Kirby for the Game Boy. Well, this run's already fucked. Back in my day, we did this. Save. Just so hard to like know like when to preemptively do that. No way in hell am I gonna be able to do this with like 3 health and no lives for they don't even give you any health ups. That's what the shitty part about this is. Everyone hates boss rushes. We're just gonna try and like reach DDD with all the lives. Oh, I already fucked myself here. Unless I get super lucky with how I dodge. Nope, doesn't look like this is the run. Nope. Wow, look at that, I got 4 lives again. Can I do Krakow with 2 health? Will I even reach Krakow or will I die? He hits me once, I think I'm just dead. Just please keep giving me bombs. Oh. Please be. Ah! I was expecting him to do his thunder thing. Alright, well. There's probably a way to turn that off so it's not as embarrassing. If I had full health, I could have done that, probably. Oh, no, you're gonna charge me right away, huh? Thank you, Kracko. Come on, just give me a bomb. There we go. Nothing fishy going on here. Hey everyone, I'm not good at Kirby. I can't beat baby game. This boss shouldn't be like... They're the easiest, like, boss of this mode. Just gotta be quick and position yourself right. Got him. That was a pretty clean run, except for like 1 point of damage, so... I should have saved them for last, but... Crispy is kind of easy, but also I kind of like... The whole like timing in the apple is just like a pain in the ass. But his level was short at least, yeah. Okay, this is gonna be risky. I just need a good apple drop. There it is. Yes. I'm gonna try and beat him with a one. Oh, he goes fast. He is so aggressive. Oh, I didn't have any time to react on that one. Alright, all my gamer cred is in the trash, but now I gotta beat Didi. Wow. He's tough. That jumping. Oh, and he goes off screen too. That sucks. Shit. He gets so ridiculous. It's really risky, huh? Yeah, he's not as predictable as he used to be. We're gonna be trading some hits. This one's already dead. He ain't jesting. Surely you jest. Little old me won't clobber that Kirby. He gets way too close to you. That's the problem, you gotta get the star and get close to him, but if he does the suck attack immediately, like, you're gonna get screwed over. I ain't going through that shit again. What do you mistake me for, a good Kirby player? I'm just a filthy casual. I need copy abilities to be good at a Kirby game. Ah, the stars block the... Okay, that's tricky. D-pad is working against me, I swear. It might be easier with the hammer if I didn't want to destroy the star. There's so many like times where I puff up when I don't want to. Ooh. Tries to get you in the air. You don't want to like be flying when he has the hammer out. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, watching the Only Plays episodes of Sonic Heroes, like, Corey just, like, fucking goes ham about, like, the Xbox controller D-pad being a piece of shit as well. And it just seems like all the D-pads, like, from the controller manufacturers now just kind of suck. Like, they used to make good D-pads, but now, like, because all the parts are, like, made by one factory, like, they're all the same, like, trashy shit. Or at least, like, Nintendo's cheaping out on their, they gotta keep selling more and more controllers. Oh, this is terrifying with 1 hit point. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. Ah! It doesn't help that I have sweaty hands when I game. That's probably, like, messing with the circuitry. I wonder if it's just like some of the inputs that I'm making just aren't registering how I'd want them to. Or if it's just the game's coding is just a little bit jank and not like as good as it could have been. Oh, this run might be dead. That's so unfair. He's got the point blank suck immediately after a jump. Oh, I didn't want to swallow the star either, but that, yes, the input's like, being a little bit awkward. Just kill me, DDD. This isn't the run. I will beat him. My pride relies on it. What pride? Use save states. Oh. I think after a jump, I'm just gonna have to like run backwards just to be safe. But I just ended up eating the star on accident. DDD. He's so fast after he lands too. I don't have like those godly reflexes to be able to like. And when he jumps, it catches me off guard because I always expect him to run at me. I'm always like in defensive dodge mode now. But I think I might have figured out a good pattern for him now. As long as I'm like far away and I get the first star from a jump, then I don't have to worry about the point blank attack. D-pad. Nothing like pressing a hard right and it decides to drop you in there. It just gotta be on the complete opposite side of the screen that he is and like predict his jumps. And hope the fucking D-pad doesn't register up when I fucking do a hard right. And when he jumps in the middle, that's like super dangerous. He does that third jump sometimes too. I wouldn't say I'm frustrated, but I'm just definitely being challenged here. That's generally something about me. I don't really get frustrated with games. I just want to keep trying again, but I just don't like it when the games like waste your time. Yeah, he only did one jump there. He did 4 jumps there, but like he corners me too, so he got a hit in. I gotta remember not to shoot immediately after he draws the hammer. Just kill me, DDD. Well, that was a close one. Just gotta play it safe. Did a hit there. I can still do this though. Got a hit, but I wasted it. Oh. Might be to run. It's looking good. Just need him to get away from me. It scares me. Oh, this is gonna be close. Ah! Okay. Damn it. Almost had it. Some of my inputs, though, were just, unfortunate. It sucks when you get a star and then the D-pad is like, oh, what's that? You want to swallow the star? Okay. It's a little bit harder to bait him into using the hammer. D-pad right there. The D-pad is a little bit frustrating. In fact, I could be doing this much cleaner if it wasn't for some technical difficulties with that. Someone out there will angrily scream at me like, D-pad's great, you just suck. I'm like, I'm sorry. This mode is just like the equivalent of like True Arena, but with like no copy abilities. Props to anyone that could do that shit in the modern game. Like, holy shit. Those are like the real heroes. You just need fast reflexes to know what the hell he's gonna fucking do. That's not what I wanted to do, controller. Please. It's gonna be close. Ooh. Ah! So close. An unnecessary damage. Oh, I'm so inept at video games. It's better to just try that one clean. No. I think it's where you're standing. If he pulls out the hammer is where he'll stop and hit, so... It's just if you're at the end of the screen, you just have to dodge. This isn't the run either. I will do this. Imagine if I refused to use save states. Oh man, that would have just been awful. There's also kind of like always a little bit of delay with Kirby. After you've like, when he's locked in that animation of like puffing up or like spitting out air or sucking. So you kind of lock yourself in the position. You gotta be really careful about that. Come on. It's just knowing what he's gonna do and like learning his pattern, even though there's like RNG elements to like what he will do. Just gotta react appropriately. You never want to be like, what just happened now? Is like, you have no space when he does a jump and you're at the edge of the screen, you're just gonna get hit. And then he charges. It's scary to be close to him. You want him to pull out that hammer and to like be in the middle so you get a free shot at him, but you don't know if he's gonna like do the suck thing. Oh, that was lucky. He's trapped me in a scary... Oh! No. I don't want to say anything and jinx it just yet. Please jump, DDD. There we go. There we go. I did it! I not only cheated the game, but I cheated myself and gained nothing. It was an empty, hollow victory. And however the hell that, you know, that Dark Souls journalism thing goes. I watch as the secreter mode that's even harder, and then I'm stuck here for like another fucking 2 hours. No, I'm pretty sure this is just it. No way in hell that, like, baby me actually killed DDD. Sakurai. It's him. Yeah, I can't remember that far back of, like, whether or not I actually did manage to clear hard mode as a kid. I just remember, like, something about the hard mode, but, like... That's another thing, Game Boys took batteries, and I mentioned the whole, like, charging cable flaw that if you yoink it out of the Game Boy, it would just reset it. So, like, you had to, like, be very, careful handling the Game Boy. And sometimes if your charger, like, sucked too, like, just the slightest nudge would reset the Game Boy as well. Thank you for playing. Oh. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, you get the character roll call. Awesome. Rizzo. Booler. Oh, lo and la la la. They got their names completely wrong. That's gonna anger some people out there. You're a fake HAL fan, you don't even know them? Kabula. Scarfy. Crackle. Coozer. Flopper. Tukey. Mr. P. Umpkin. Chuckle. Scholar, and Gaspar. Grumples, Flotso, Teaser, Blatzy. Please say Link. Oh, no, it's just Boomer. Boomer, Benny, Cocoon, Whiskers. Okay, that's not King DDD. Kirby's like, you had enough, old man? Oh, look at that fucking face. Oh. He's so defeated. That's pretty much like the same code except down and B instead. Okay, let's see what this is now. Oh. I could've just cheesed that and gave myself a shit ton of lives, huh? Do the actual hard mode now. Imagine. One hit, one life. All the classic music. How many sounds are there? Oh, 32. That was my reward. Got me in the game. I mean, the most insulting 100% ever is Mario Sunshine, of course. Go through the CBT of getting 100% in the sun. I say in winter, and like your reward is have a great summer. Static JPEG of like all the characters standing there. Yeah, I'll have a great summer during winter. uh, Alright, well, I guess I'd get a different picture in the credits, yeah. I don't really have much to talk about now, and like when I stream, I like kind of keeping it the one game. Just like I have the like theme and everything set up. I thought like, maybe I'll play this and then like go to Kirby's Adventure for the NES, which I think will be the next Kirby game, or maybe the sequel to Kirby's Dream Land. We'll see what I feel like. It could have been like a 20-30 minute stream, but hard mode definitely like help extended the stream a bit. Let me just switch back over this room. I like how in this commercial, like, it's the worst looking quality possible. Like they just didn't know how to record Game Boy footage, so like they put a camera up to an actual Game Boy and it's all washed out. And now you know your least favorite Kirby enemy's name. And it's Glunk. Now watch as like he becomes your favorite Kirby enemy of all time. You'll be laying in bed looking up at your ceiling, unable to sleep, and you'll go, man, Glunk's cool. I love Glunk. I hope he's in the new Kirby game. Which he was in the latest game, I believe. And once I start playing Switch games, like some more long form stuff, that'll be fun. I won't have to worry about like drawing the thumbnail art as much anymore. Like once I get some longer series. But like for now, and I'm just like starting out and kind of like learning the ropes of how to like properly stream. I'm gonna kind of keep it small and like stuff that a lot of people tend not to really care about or want to watch, I guess. I realized the mistake of yesterday and debuting during Stray's release date. So you just know all of Twitch, every single Twitch streamer in the world is playing the cat game. And no, I'm not gonna play Persona 5 Royale. uh, if I don't wanna do the JRPG curse for like streams. Like I will play some Final Fantasies eventually. And I will do Final Fantasy 14 streams. Cause no one will wanna like fucking watch that shit, but still. That'll that'll be pretty like it might some people might want to watch it. I don't know. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Stray. Everyone was playing Stray yesterday. I didn't even realize it came out yesterday. It's like there's like a screen cap of like 30 VTubers. Just every single like VTuber on Twitch is just playing that game, and I'm just over here playing fucking Dynamite Heady like a fucking goober. Hey everyone, you want to watch me play this cool game for the Sega Genesis? Nah, go away, boomer. Oh, okay. Get it for the hecking Catarino. I could have earned so much Reddit gold by playing Stray. That Hetty kind of had a cat in it, but he's Mariyama's supposed to be a bear. But in the Japanese version, like, what bear is purple? So, like, in the American version, because he was brown, he did look more like a bear. But I always just saw him as a cat, because those ears just... in that face, he just registers as, like, this weird, like, cat. But it does make sense since he's, like, a teddy bear. And the entire game is, like, puppets and all that. Hmm. Do you guys hear any rain? I think this stream went better than yesterday for sure, but I think I'm noticing that my rain ambience isn't working. Oh, you do hear the rain? Or let me check something quick. You don't hear the rain. Okay. I wonder... Oh, you're just listening to like a video that has rain in it. Okay, yeah, I guess the rain is really quiet. I will I This is the problem with like audio stuff is yeah, like plug it in and make sure it's like directing the audio correctly. And it's like, yeah, it's a learning process. I'm still learning how to do all this live on the air and have like these tech issues, and like people are going to get so sick of me complaining all the time about, oh, this isn't working, that isn't working, oh, my D-pad isn't working. Yeah, um I'll have to get better commentary and better material, and eventually a better microphone, because I'm pretty sure this sounds like shit, and I'm gonna listen to it after I end the stream, and I'm gonna go, oh my god, this is like so embarrassing. I just need to research into what are good microphones to buy that aren't a Bluetooth Yeti that I bought like, oh, it was actually a gift. It was like what was it, 2016? I think I wanted to start streaming. 6 years later, I finally do it. But hey, I mean, I didn't know what I could do to like really make my stream interesting. So like as soon as all the VTuber stuff started happening, I'm like, yeah, I could actually do something and utilize my art and, you know, try and do my own little thing. And it's a cool medium to try out. And I definitely like, I think it has a lot of potential. But there's also like the culture behind it that I don't really fit in with like regular VTuber stuff, because I'm really bad at getting in the character and doing the skits and all that. And like if anyone ever wants to collab with me, I'm kind of like afraid to possibly do that, because that's like more setup and then like getting things to work online. And then I'm just better off by myself, usually being like cringe and saying dumb things. Then I don't have to like worry about like saying the wrong thing around others, or saying something that might anger their chat. So I'm definitely kind of a shitlord that has certain opinions about video games that might be unpopular. I'm not like the other VTubers. I suck. Yeah. It'd be nice if my rain would work. Oh, there we go. That was actually an easy fix. Starting to pick up outside. Too bad I'll be ending the stream pretty soon. I'm just like thinking about things to talk about and say. Oh, but where I work, we have a dead store next to us. It's a pretty massive dead store. It's just empty, and it's been sitting there for like a year now. And I got super excited when I went to work and saw that a Spirit Halloween is moving in right next to where I work. So it's always a bummer, because like, you know, the dead Toys R Us's and like dead big box stores are like always in shopping centers that are like 20-30 minutes away, and I'm like, I really want to go to Spirit Halloween and get in the mood and like see all the cool decorations and costumes and stuff, and the animatronics, and I don't know, buy a pair of Halloween socks or something stupid that I'm never gonna wear. And Yeah, right next to where I work, I could just leave work and walk right into the Spirit Halloween and as much as I want this season. And they're probably gonna like think I'm stealing stuff because like I just like to go in these stores and look around. But like also a lot of like what they have is like the stock that they begin the store with. I doubt they're putting anything out that's like actually new. Oh yeah, the store's still empty. They just have like the little adverts in the windows saying like coming soon, Spirit Halloween. That also means the dead Toys R Us is going to be a Spirit Halloween as well. That or the Borders. It's kind of like depressing that all the Borders went out of business, all the Toys R Us stores went out of business, and the people that own the property just can't lease it out to anyone because like no one can afford to lease that big of a building, and it's just nuts. And I'm pretty sure that drives up the rent for like all the other stores in the shopping centers, because like you just have this empty giant property taking up space. I don't really know how all that stuff works, like being a property owner and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make this year's Halloween feel really good. Cause like I usually get sad like when Halloween comes and goes and I don't really get to do anything festive, and the last 2 years obviously like Halloween's been a shit show for a multitude of reasons. But yeah, it's like it feels like a dying holiday in real life. Most people just treat it as like a way to go out to party and partake of the booze, in which I do neither of those things, so like I'm lame and adult Halloween sucks and I wish I could like be a kid again and go trick-or-treating at doors and get consumable candy from random people that may have put razor blades or poison in those candies. That's the fun of it. If you don't get poisoned, then you know, get some free candy. I'm already like thinking about things that I can do for Halloween during the stream. And then like it'll be like a month long thing. Halloween will begin on like October 1st immediately. Day after Halloween is trick or treat for adults. It used to be, but I've noticed like a lot of the stores now like they might be sending the candy back to the unsold stock is just like sold back to the company that produces it. And I think they probably just repackage it into like normal candy because like a couple years ago, like you wouldn't be able to walk into a store and find a giant bag of like bite-sized Halloween candies just at any time of the year. But that's like common now. It's like things that would only come around for like Halloween and Christmas are just sold 24/7, 365 days of the year. You just like buy a 5-pound bag of like whatever candy you want from Target for like $10. Kind of like it ruined the specialness about like candy season. I haven't been able to like go to stores and really like get any good deals on candy after like Easter or Halloween in the past few years, and I haven't necessarily really tried to, but I have heard that like they remove all the good stuff from the sales floor and you get left over with like that really generic bad candy that is like It tastes awful. It's overly sticky. Bad wrappers and all that. Yeah, I love candy, but I really shouldn't be eating it. My teeth are already screwed up. They're all jagged and sharp. Like, I still have a massive sweet tooth though. I'm like, I shouldn't buy any candy. And like they put a dollar store moved in next to where I work as well. So after work, if I oh, hey narrator, thanks for the raid. I'm pretty much wrapping up the raid now. I mean wrapping up the stream now. They're just talking about Halloween and candy and like how stores don't really have anything left over after holidays anymore. It's all repurposed and repackaged into like normal stuff, and just that reminds me of like the pink starbursts when they had like the, oh, here's all pink starbursts, and people didn't buy them, and there's all this unsold stock, so they sent them back to like the company that makes starbursts, and they thought they could pull a fast one on consumers, and like if you bought like a regular looking roll or a bag of starbursts and you opened it up and it was all pink flavor, it was like marketed as just, you know, regular starbursts. You weren't expecting all pink, so people were complaining on Twitter, and like this official starburst account was like, oh hey, you must be really lucky to get a full bag of pink starbursts. In no way did we repackage all of our unsold stock that people didn't like the flavor of like we thought they did. And I was playing We Gotta Kill Chaos. The DLC for that game. And I was like watching before I started my stream. Good old Chaos game. Like the problem with like a lot of the Final Fantasy games is I actually forget the name of like what they are at this point. I got Boomer Brain, Strangers of Paradise. Yeah, it is just like the Chaos game. It's such a... The only time I hear people talking about it is just because of how ridiculous it is, and like all the memery, and like seeing the fucking pictures of the fucking Balan Wonderworld farmer, dude. We have to kill Chaos. I love those. And that's another game I'll play eventually on stream. Balan Wonderworld. I didn't want it to be as bad as it turned out, but I think there's still a lot of like good points to it that are kind of salvageable, even though the gameplay is very lukewarm and not what people wanted at all, and you know, not what Yuji Naka apparently wanted, like once the whole shit show lawsuit thing popped up. And it turns out, yeah, the game was pretty much half-baked, and Square wanted to just push it out. Yeah, sometimes you just want to play a game where you can just like punch the shit out of stuff. I'll turn on the TV for a bit. Let's see what's on.
Here's the true story.
Oh, hey. It's your favorite commercial, Pokey.
Today I was like, let's redecorate the house.
And I was like, maybe we should buy some furniture first.
Nice outfit. Where'd you get it? A garbage dump? Yeah.
I forget the company's name that made all these. I gotta find more of their stuff.
Winter's coming soon. Should I make pants for that?
They made so many like iconic Nintendo commercials with the character outfits. Legendary moment. It's so fun looking through all these old commercials and like seeing how much soul and effort went into making them. So weird. A lot of people look at like old commercials and they're like, oh, these are so weird. Oh, these are so cursed. And I'm just like, oh, they're fun. I think they're just fun. They're not like as offensive as people make them out to be. I would like to play Bomberman 64 on stream at some point, but I just know I'm gonna be awful at that game. I've never been good at Bomberman games, but it has such a good soundtrack. It's like one of the first Nintendo 64 games I ever played because I always liked the concept of Bomberman and I like the character design. Too bad he was trapped in a assist trophy forever. Shin Megami Tensei 3. No. Pretty much everything that will appear on the TV. I do have interest in playing. Well, there's some shitposts that I'll probably never play. Like this one right here. Yeah, the Bomberman Girls or whatever it's called now. It's like a super popular arcade game where they're just all waifus, and that's the current trend in like all gacha games, all mobile games, even now arcade games, and just cute anime girls, everything, and that's all people want. That's all they'll consume. And it's extremely profitable, so they'll keep doing it. And I'm not sure people will ever get tired of it, unfortunately. I remember having these toys. Wonder how much lead was in their paint. Oh, this game right here. This'll come eventually. I love this stupid game. It's not even really a game as much as it's like a sit back and watch the cutscenes. Like when I want to feel like having a low energy stream and not have to stress about anything, and I just want to like entertain my monkey brain, I'll play this. Which it's very vague in the intro. You don't even know what the hell's going on. It's just like random bullshit. But the game's basically just about choose a random button to push, thing happens. And there's like branching paths. The whole point is like to just make it to the end on the good path. And I think you can game over, but you can always like save and reload from certain points. It has a goofy soundtrack as well. A cat robot has 6 nipples. Way. Just everything's vomiting. Yeah, like the plot of that game is like there's a virus that's taken over all the world's computers and is making them act up. So you gotta like find a way to like the virus and stop it. I love all the old commercials where they actually have like hand-drawn animation. Alright, well. It's probably gonna be about time to wrap this up, I think. I'm running out of things to talk about and I've already shot the shit enough. I nearly reached 3 hours. It's like 2 hours and 41 minutes of streaming. But I'm just kind of starting out now, like I said like earlier. Using my voice isn't something I do pretty often. I'm usually silent for most days, unless I'm like at work or, you know, dealing with other people. So I do feel my throat kind of like my thrusty is getting a workout basically. And I did get sick before I started streaming, which sucked. And I probably could have started sooner had I not gotten sick. But it screwed up my throat for several weeks. The Crash Bandicoot lore. Prepare the female bandicoot.
Since retiring
Well,
from the public eye, I have resigned myself to
let me see who's still streaming.
For 2 years, I started my day watching supermarkets sweep. Days, then weeks blurred into one long, sorry afternoon chat show. The next
I'm nervous about like rating other like living people. So we might just go to Shrimps 24/7 because I'm lame like that.
So they whisked me away to interrogation 101. They played rough.
Alright, well, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna stream is, but today is Wednesday, so maybe Friday I'll stream something. I'll figure something out to stream. And I do draw the like thumbnail art and like having it prepared for the streams. So it's nice to have like a day to prepare and all that. Or else I'll just sit on my ass and be lazy and then draw it at the last minute like today. Alright, well, thank you for watching and sticking around, if you did. And hopefully me save scumming Kirby's Dream Land doesn't piss you off and make you write angry comments on the YouTube video that I will upload later. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next stream. Subscribe, follow my Twitter or whatever, and I'll like put out alerts for now. I do have a schedule screen, but like once I actually feel like I need to use it, I will use it. You're fuming. My voice is starting to get a little bit raspy now. Alright. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.